Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 7. Our member is consists of me, Melanda Septiana Maharani, Gina Farhah, Angga Dwi Yustiar, and Sharifah Alifia Azahra. So today we would like to explain about the principle of liability for civil law against the environmental law enforcement. Our outline is the principle of liability for civil law to the environment and enforcement of civil law against the environment. Now I would like to explain about the principle of liability for the civil law to the environment. The legal accountability is part of the environmental civil law enforcement, so it's very important to understand and interpret it philosophically, juridically, and sociologically. This is to support law enforcement on environmental protection in order to create the justice in the society. Civil liability in the context of environmental law enforcement is a civil law instrument in order to obtain compensation and costs for environmental restoration due to the environmental pollution and or damage caused. The principle of strict liability is one type of civil responsibility. Strict liability is a principle that explains that the responsibility of the defendant doesn't have to be proven by the plaintiff and must be carried out immediately when there is a loss in society. This principle is important because in the fulfillment and protection of the law, it is a legal obligation to be able to provide arrangements that are able to provide facilities for the community to access justice. The principle of absolute responsibility is an idea conveyed in Law Number 32 of 2009 concerning the environmental protection and management on Article 88, namely, every person whose action, business and or activities use battery, produce and or manage battery waste, and or who pose a serious threat to the environment have absolute responsibility for losses incurred without the need to prove the element of error. In the elucidation of Article 88, it is explained that what is meant by absolute responsibility is the element of error doesn't need to be proven by the plaintiff as a basis for compensation payment. In the view of the law, the need for proof is a special rules or lex specialis rather than an act of breaking the law. This is because the general violation have a burden of proof for the plaintiff. The liability for civil law to the environment includes: the first is liability with elements of error or intentional and negligent as stated in Article 1365 of the Civil Code. The second is liability with an element of error, especially negligent as stated in Article 1366 of the Civil Code, and the last is the absolute responsibility without error as contained in Article 1367 of the Civil Code. The responsibility contained in Article 1365 of the Civil Code and Article 1366 of the Civil Code requires an element of error, the meaning that a person must be guilty or liability based on fault. The principle of liability is based on the principle that there is no accountability if there is no element of error in legal sciences. And the next will be explained by Gina Farhah.
Okay, thank you, Melanda. So, furthermore, the party who is obliged to prove the element of the party who demands compensation. In the other words, the burden of proof lies with the plaintiff as determined by the Article 1865 of the Civil Code. So, apart from the principle of liability based on the fault contained in the Article 1365 of the Civil Code, so default is a condition where the obligation as stipulated in the engagement or agreement are not fulfilled. Default can occur due to things, namely due to the fault of the debtor, whether intentionally of or negligently, and due to coercive circumstance. So the concept of strict liability in the civil law, this model is actually relevant regarding what is regulated in the Article 1367 paragraph 3 regarding the responsibility of employers and the accountability of building owners. Liability based on the risk is a form of responsibility that is not based on an element of error. Liability based on risk applies to a limited extent only for the following activities. First, hazardous material management. Second, waste management, installation, and the last, mining railing activities. So the concept of the strict liability is indirectly an embodiment of legal protection for society, which in effect is a part that has the potential to be harmed as a result of industrial activities carried out in civil law. So the next will be delivered by Angga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Angga and I will explain about the enforcement of civil laws against the environmental. Definition. I want to explain the definition about civil law. Civil law is a law that regulates legal relation as a result of a civil act or action between one person and several people or legal entities. Every act or civil action that results in suffering or loss to another parties, then that person must be able to compensate for the loss due to that act. The next is law enforcement. The definition of law enforcement. Law enforcement is the process of making efforts to uphold or function legal norms in a real way as a code conduct in traffic or legal relation in public and state life. And then I will explain about the element of environmental law. The first is every person in charge of a business or activity. The second is commits an act against the law. The third is in the form of environmental pollution or destruction. The fourth is cause harm to other people or the environment. The fifth is the person in charge of the activity to pay compensation and or take certain action. The next is regulation. Dispute civil environment can be reached through the court or outside court based on voluntary choice of the parties concerned. If effort outside the chosen court it wasn't successfully, then by either one or the parties can be take court route. Lawsuits only taken if dispute settlement efforts outside the chosen court declare unsuccessful by one or the parties of the dispute. The problems in environmental civil liability consist of acts against the law as regulated in the provisions of Article 1365 Code of Civil Law. The application of principle strict liability, absolute responsibility as stipulated in the provision of Article 88. It also regulates the calculation of compensation for consequences, pollution, and or environmental damage based on Regulation State Minister of the Environment number 13 of 2011 concerning compensation due to pollution and environmental damage. And the last is law number 32 2009 concerning protection and management environmental is a policy to further ensure legal certainty and provide protection for everyone's right to get a good and healthy living environmental as a part of protecting of the entire ecosystem. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Syarifah Alifia Zahra. For this slide will be delivered by me, and I will explain that how to solve if there is the dispute from the environmental enforcement based from civil law. That there are three ways that I will give it to you. For the first way, there is the class action or community lawsuit. This class action and or the community lawsuit is based from law of PPLH in Article 90. So, in this regulation stated that the community has the right file of a class action for his own interest, for our interest, for the community interest that and or for public interest in the event of a loss due to pollution and or environmental damage life. The claim can be filed if any similarity of facts or events or and the legal basis as well types of demands among group and representatives and members group. Second way is going through the organizational laws with rights. The rights to sue the organization itself is regulated in Article 92 of the law PPLH. This regulation stated that the rights can be granted in order implementation of protection, responsibilities, and environmental management. The environmental organization life has the right to file suit for interest preservation of environmental functions. The right can be filed into a lawsuit that is limited to the demands for perform certain actions without any charges of the compensations, except for real costs and expenses. The environmental organizations can apply lawsuit if it meets the following requirements. First is in the form of legal entity, and the second is confirming in its articles of association that organization was founded for the sake of preservation or environmental functions, and third is has carried out real activities in accordance with the articles of association for a minimum 2 years. Next slide is the last way, is the right to sue government, both the central government and area, based from Article 90 of the government's rights to sue in the PPLH law. This government agencies and local government which responsible in the environmental sector and the authorized to file claims for compensation and certain actions against a business and or activity which causes pollution or damage that environmental results on the losses living environment. So the government agency and local government is the key for solve this problem. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.